question that was posed to me that I was asked to answer is, what is my position on the Tri-Conference Ministries, and what are my takeaways from JAM, the Joint Annual Meeting? So how much time do we have? I'm Laura Houser, and I think I was just about on the South Dakota Conference Board when this whole concept of a Tri-Conference Ministries, although it wasn't called that then, when that whole concept started about, maybe 2015, 2016. And South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa were looking into ways to be better stewards of their endowments, of their OCWM, which is our church's wider mission giving. That's the giving that supports the conferences. And then also how to be good stewards of our talents on the staff of our people who serve as our conference leaders. So what was envisioned was a staff that served all three conferences. And it was supported financially by each conference based on the number of churches or the percentage of churches within that conference. South Dakota has the lowest number of churches, and so therefore we pay the least into the budget. I was really blessed to have been on that first Tri-Conference Ministries Board because I was able to witness firsthand the growing pains of doing something new. New employee manual, new bylaws, new ways of fitting into the UCC insurance and pension board and all that stuff, new financial software for 4 organizations, each with their own idiosyncrasies. We also had a new board of directors, which oversaw the new staff and also the new budget. It was a lot. And it's still evolving, especially on how to be good stewards of OCWM and the talents of our remarkable conference staff. Our Interim Executive Conference Minister, Phil Hart, Samantha Houser, Kendy Miller, and Sarah Rentzell-Jones. We also have 4 amazing people who support us in our offices in Des Moines and in Sioux Falls. I just want to point out that Kerry Steever, who's the amazing Placerville Camp manager, is paid through the South Dakota budget. Like I said, a lot of idiosyncrasies. So one of the things that we learned at Joint Annual Meeting is that OCWM giving is down. And therefore, the individual conference income is down, and that makes it really difficult to meet our share of the Tri-Conference Ministries budget. It's even more apparent in Nebraska, where they've even had to dip into some of their endowments to pay their shares. This is not sustainable. And so all 3 conferences resolved and voted to approve the Tri-Conference budget for only 3 months in 2023, that very first quarter. And after that, we're expecting a balanced budget. We all know that the only way to balance a budget is to increase income, decrease expenses, or both. The majority of the Tri-Conference budget is for staff. It's for their salaries and their benefits. And so some really tough decisions affecting people we love will have to be made in the coming months. So how can you help? Well, first, pray for the wise decision-making of our South Dakota Conference Board, of our Tri-Conference Ministries Board, and also of our local church council. Pray for our Tri-Conference staff as they maneuver through this time of uncertainty. And if possible, increase your giving to OCWM, which is a portion of our local church budget, or you can give specifically to the South Dakota Conference. As the South Dakota moderator, I get to be on the South Dakota board for 1 more year. So feel free to talk to me if you like, or ask me any of your questions, and I'll try and find out the answers. Thank you so much for your time.